My battery's going, so I'll see if I can do the whole song on this without having to restart. I know this is a garden setting, but I'm going to do I Live in a City by Malvina Reynolds. I've already done Garden Song by Arlo Guthrie. Not by Arlo Guthrie, I forget who it was written by. Anyway, and this would be a great setting for that, but I've done it. It's too late. I Live in a City. I changed the chords a little bit, but I think that this is the way I've heard Malvina Reynolds do it. You know how I'll give you a trick if you're trying to learn songs in the Rise Up Singing Songbook too. Pearl Esther, I'm looking at you. Go to iTunes where you can play a snippet of the song, and a lot of these songs have really short verses, and so you can hear an entire verse on the snippet that iTunes gives you, and then know how to play it, because you know the tune for the whole thing, because they just repeat. A lot of them don't even have a chorus. So it doesn't work for everything, but it worked for. That's how I learned I Live in a City. So what I do is, on the verses, I'll have to tell you at the end, or I'll write it in the sidebar, which is no longer a sidebar, down below. It'll be too complicated. I'll just play it the way I play it. I live in a, what's my note? I live in a city, yes I do. I live in a city, yes I do. I live in a city, yes I do. I should be singing this lower. Made by human hands. I live in a city, yes I do. That's better. I live in a city, yes I do. I live in a city, yes I do. Made by human hands. Black hands, white hands, yellow and brown, all together built this town. Black hands, white hands, yellow and brown, all together make the wheels go round. I live in a city, yes I do. Well, I live in a city, yes I do. I live in a city, yes I do. Made by human hands. Black hands, brown hands, black hands, brown hands, yellow and white, that's how it goes. Built the buildings tall and bright. Black hands, brown hands, yellow and white, filled them all with shining light. That's really nice. You build the buildings. Bill Nye said something really great to me when I was still fairly young. I was a little bit too old to be, I wasn't his target audience, but anyway, he did one on environment, and he said, people build buildings. It's not wrong. We just make choices about, where we live. So building the buildings and filling them with shining light. It's, better than living in caves and just throwing rocks at each other, right? Brown hands, yellow hands, white and black, mined the coal and built the stack. Brown hands, yellow hands, white and black, built the engine and laid the track. I live in a city, yes I do. I live in a city, yes I do. I live in a city, yes I do. Made by human hands. Black hands, white hands, brown and tan, milled the flour and cleaned the pan. I like how she puts that in there. That takes black hands, white hands, brown and tan. The working woman and the working man. I live in a city, yes I do. Malvina Reynolds is highly inclusive. I live in a city, yes I do. Made by human hands. Here's where I differ from the Rise Up Singing Songbook. The verses, which are da 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 da. I'll pick one at random. Brown hands, yellow hands, white and black. Rise Up Singing has that for the next two lines also, so 3 times in a row. D twice, E minor, A. D twice again, E minor, A. And this is what I do. I go D, E minor, and I don't go to A the 3rd time. Rise Up Singing has 3 times. D, E minor, A, D, E minor, A, D, E minor, A, D, D, E major, A, D. That would sound like this, sort of. Black hands, white hands, yellow and brown, all together built this town. Black hands, white hands, yellow and brown. But I don't go up, I go black hands, white hands, yellow and brown. Same note. And that's what I heard Malvina Reynolds do on iTunes. So, check it out. Black hands, white hands, yellow and brown. According to Rise Up Singing, all together make the E major A, D. I'm going to leave you with that. I hope I haven't confused you too much. You guys know what Arco Santi is? It's an experimental city, but it's out in the Arizona desert. So it's not much of a city, but it's experimental for what cities could be. Anyway, have a good day.